Okay, welcome back, and we're moving along here through the video study guide, and I'm going through and creating a video study guide on things that I believe will be important to learn in order to pass our final exam. Now, I'm going through and creating algebraic expressions from inequalities that we can solve from word problems. So we've seen word problems, we've seen different types of word problems. Now we're getting to word problems that are inequalities, and these are kind of like the real life questions I feel that are important to us, that make more sense. So it's not like trying to cut a sandwich in half and measure it. These type of inequalities, we're trying to factor out, if we make this amount of money, how much can we buy? Or if we have a budget, then, what can we expend on this? We can't exceed an amount, or if we want to go under a certain amount and things like that. So these are the type of word problems I feel that relate to us most. And like I said before, it's not about what the content of the word problem is. It's more or less whether you can associate building an algebraic expression to solve. So that's how you're getting into mine. Now we're getting to some questions that are relatable to us. So this one is going to be an inequality, and I'm going to show you how to build, or study here how to build an equation, inequality here, out of a word problem. So and this one's pretty good because I am paying for my own college tuition. I didn't get any grant money, so thanks. I do have to budget, and so your college tuition cannot exceed $1,000. Registration is $35 plus $375 per course. What's the maximum number of courses you can register for? So, your tuition. Now, that's not including our book budget, mind you. We're just budgeting out just for the tuition here. So I'm going to go through and pick out the important words that we need to build around. Now, as you can see we have the cannot exceed here $1,000, right? So registration is $35 plus $375 per course. So now this here, remember this? We've got multiplication going on. We've got addition going on. We have the cannot exceed notation going on. We have the amount that it can't exceed going on. And then the what question here is the maximum number of courses. That's going to be my variable here. I can register for. So remember, I'm going to start building my equation here for the inequality, and then we're going to solve for it. So I know right off the bat my college tuition cannot exceed $1,000. Now I know it's $375 per course, and that's multiplication. So $375 times each course, the amount here, if I've registered for 2 courses, 3 courses, 4 courses, times $375 is going to be less than or equal to $1,000. Oh, but guess what? I also have to pay a $35 fee that I got to pull out of this amount too. So, and it looks like it's just a one-time fee. So it's $35 plus $375 per course is less than or equal to $1,000 because it cannot exceed $1,000. So now I can go ahead and this is basically, you've got your equation. We can now go ahead and collect our like terms and solve for the C here. So what do? I subtract this on one side, subtract 35 on this side, and it's like what, 965, and then I bring this down here, 375 course. And of course, to get this C by itself, our variable here, we would divide 375 into 965 there. And we know, I already did the math for you here, so let me just bring it down if you can read it if it's not too big, too small. I mean, C, I've got C less than or equal to, I just stopped at 2.5. So, C is less than or equal to 2.5. Well, we know that you can't take half of a class. You can't take half of a class. So, the common sense here is that you can only register for 2 classes. Because if you register for 2 classes, it's going to be 785. If you plug in a 3, if you bump it up over 2.5, like 3 classes, it's going to be 1,160. Because you've got this here plus your 35. And that, so it automatically doesn't register. So, you can only register for 2 classes out of 1,000. There it is.